Now suppose your first email contains 10 lines, then this loop will be executing for 10 number of times, and each time it will pick a particular line, let it be the first one, and for first line the sentiment scores will be calculated using this statement. Three scores will be there: compound score, then max positive score, then max negative scores will be calculated. And after calculating these scores for first line, this final score will be containing 0 plus the compound score for first line. And again, if the score maximum positive score uh, of the first line was greater than 0, then maximum positive score will be updated uh, to the score obtained by the first line, and in the same way maximum negative score will also be updated. So this these statements are to be executed for 10 number of times, and after execution of this block, uh, the final score will contain the addition of individual compound scores obtained by the 10 lines, by individual lines present within the email, and we want to find its average. So we'll be dividing this final score by the length of our email. So this is what is being done in this statement, that rounded final score is equal to final score divided by length of the email lines, and it is generating the average compound score for a particular email which was spread over a number of lines. Next one is we need to print uh, print the final score which we have just obtained. Next line is printing the maximum positive score obtained by any line in that particular email. Third line is printing the maximum negative score obtained by any line within that particular email. And after finding these all three scores, means compound average score, maximum positive score obtained by any line, maximum negative score obtained by any line, we have to update our our row that was containing that particular email. So this is the code for the same. What we are doing is that we are executing a cursor, and update score query is called. This was the code for your update score query. It was urging for three arguments. Now these three arguments passed our rounded final score which we have just calculated here. Second argument is maximum positive score which we have just obtained here. Third one is maximum negative score which you obtained here. And the last one is your URL, which is uh, the output, or you can say the extracted part of this cursor. So what exactly this statement is doing, that it is updating uh, update sentiment, set these three scores to the values passed, where URL was equal to this, means URL was equal to the URL for the first email. So this is the overall functionality of this block. It is calculating three scores and then updating these calculated scores within the sentiment table. If we just observe our sentiment table, here it was. This is our sentiment analysis database, and within database this was our sentiment table. So this is URL, then sender, then date sent, then body, and these three fields were blank. So if we execute our code, this block, then the end result of this is going to be the updation of these three values corresponding to each of these email. So let us try to observe this, execute this, then this one, then this one. Now after execution, let us try to observe what exactly it is done. uh, we picked a particular email, and then after picking the email we iterated upon the number of lines, and for each line we printed its score, means the final email score is printed. The most positive score of a particular email was also printed, most negative score was also printed. Along with this, for each line present within the email we were printing its score using this statement, means for each sentence present within an email, three scores are going to be printed. So let us look at the result. It picked the first email from the data set, and this is the first line of that email. This is the compound score attained by this line. This is the negative score attained by this line. This is the neutral score attained by this line, and this is the positive score obtained by this line. This was the second line. Again, four scores actually. To be very exact, there are four scores. Neutral is also a part of this. This was the second sentence. This was the third sentence, fourth sentence, and so on. For all sentences, it is printed the four scores. This is the last line present within this. And the after ending of your last line, these are the final scores obtained by that particular email, the consolidated scores. This part, this is the output for this part, means the final score was the average over all compound scores obtained by different sentences, different lines within the email. Next one was the most positive sentence score. Next one was the most negative sentence score. So this is the work done for email number 1. What we did is we printed the scores obtained by each individual line, and then we printed the scores obtained by the whole document or by the whole email. Now after that it moved to the next email. This is the first line from the next email, email number 2. These are the four scores, then the second line, then the third line, and so on. And after this, this is the final scores by that particular email, email number 2, final scores obtained by this. So in this way it has just printed scores for each email and each line present within the email. And the last part was its updation into the database. Now let us try to see whether these values are updated or not. Refresh it, and after refreshing what we see is that email number 1, sender, data, date sent, then body, this is the sentiment score, just update it. Next one is maximum positive score, third one is maximum negative score. So this table is updated. It means we calculated the sentiment scores obtained by individual email present within our data set. Now if we look at the data set present, then we can say that this particular email is having this much compound score, this much positive score, this much negative score. And our next task is to find the most positive, most 10 most positively sentiment, 10 mails having most. Okay, to sum up, we want to have 10 emails which are most positive in their sentiments, and also on the same time we want to have 10 emails which were most negative in their sentiments. Now can we just go by the compound score obtained by a particular email? Let there be an email which has the most, or which has maximum positive or maximum positive compound score, but it was containing a sentence that was highly negative. And this can be thought in the other way around also. Let there be an email which is designated as highly negative by looking at its compound score, but it was containing a line which was having maximum positive score. So there may be contradiction, or in a way we just will not be able to reach to a conclusion of identification of most positive or most negative emails. So what we can do is that if we find 10 emails which have scored the most under the compound positive scores, and 10 emails uh, which are having a single sentence that is most positive in nature, or in descending order we sorted upon your maximum positive score as well as your final sentiment score. And after finding these two ascending lists, just truncate it to contain the most positive or the first 10 results only. And after containing these, after having these two lists, make a make an intersection out of these. Means we want to have the emails which were very positive as their compound score, as their average compound score, and were also having a sentence that was very positive in sense. The same way we can also find the most negative emails. So this is the work I expect you all to perform. Means create two lists, one containing the 10 most uh, scoring emails on sentiment score, and 10 emails which are having the most positive score for a single sentence, and then find the intersection of these two lists and generate them as the most positively sentimental emails. The same things are to be repeated for finding the negative emails also. So this is it for your sentiment analysis experiment. Thank you very much.